They say that when life gives you lemons, you have to make lemonade. Well, I wanted a margarita. I wanted the best margarita. Life did not give me lemons, it gave me agave, a plant that takes 8 years to grow. So I'm here today with my buddy Agave in hopes that our story can inspire you to look at the world around you as something very different. I've been in the tequila industry forever, but not really the tequila industry. I've been in the farming industry, in a world where there's no middle class. My father is a farmer of this plant that we as a family wait so long for it to grow. So we could sit there and say, grow, we need you into the market. Nothing is going to make this plant move except nature, faith, and patience. This plant has taught me so much patience. And in teaching me patience, it's taught me to have a passion for something that I have zero control over. It's taught me that I have to hurry up and wait sometimes. It's also taught me that if I'm patient enough, I will have an awesome craft. We grew this agave for 8 long years in a first-generation traditional Mexican family, so imagine the drama with that. And after growing it, we did not have a buyer. And so to think 8 years of your life and your entire family business down the road, we had to do something. And what we decided to do next was to start a tequila company. We became the first female-founded tequila company. Now, I want you to think back to your first visit to Cabo. Not the resort, but the small town off the beaten path where there is no bars and, you don't have happy hour. And think, if you ever did dare venture out into those roads, did you ever see a woman with a tequila glass in her hand? Not a margarita, tequila shot. Well, I never did. Before our company came into market, I never really drank. All we knew is how to grow this. This was it. I knew about happy hour, but it was the Spanish version of happy hour, which was hora feliz. Now, I was born in Guadalajara, big city, and raised in a small town in Mexico in the US. I'm the oldest of 3, and basically the town that I come from has one road. It wasn't really paved until maybe 2 years ago, but there's just one road. My father, again, is a farmer, and my mother's a seamstress. So that small road pretty much led me here to the United States. Now, in an industry where tequila, the word tequila belongs to our Mexican government, they just let me borrow it. So to go and say, please don't allow our farms to rot. Please let us keep our farms. We've been waiting for this forever. With that, these are our farms. Agave, I've told you about it. We wait 8 years, sometimes even 10, to age it, but that's a different story because we could just choose not to age it. And then I've told you about my awesome family. We also, this is my uncle actually, and tequila, there is nothing in the planet that represents Mexico more than tequila. It's our beloved national drink. But at the same time, there really isn't much space for women in tequila. Again, if you remember your happy tequila partying days, we either were drinking it and just chose not to remember it after for whatever reason. So we look at tequila, and to me, despite what the industry says, tequila is a woman. It is a woman, and the agave is a woman. When we kill it, it has an afterlife, which is tequila. It's a spirit. And it has such an attitude that if you're not drinking for a happy reason, then you know what? It's going to control you. It's going to speak for you, and it's going to do everything for you. So again, when you drink tequila, just remember that happy moment, that tequila is a woman, and that you're honoring a spirit and something that took us 8 long years to grow. 8 years in a Mexican family. Again, I just really challenge you to think about anything you would want to wait for with your entire family. and then say, we're going to let nature take its course, and we're going to let this plant speak for us. It is the pride and joy of Mexico, and I hope that today I'm the pride and joy to my family. And just being here and sharing my passion, my culture, and again, that tequila is a woman. It is a woman. So my philosophy is, you know, you kiss the glass, you don't down it, and you drink it in a way that is smooth, sexy, and sophisticated, whatever that is. It's a noble drink. It is one of the most noble plants that we've had. Because this plant here, once we use it, doesn't only make tequila. All of the offshoots are donated to villages to make belts, to make shoes, and to really help with that, you know, sense of just, we're supporting the next generation. And hopefully, one day, maybe, in a TED 10 years from now, there's somebody that we donated the agave leaves to that's going to come in here and display awesome belts or awesome hats or something great. But again, our industry is something that I really wanted to reshape. This plant is really what is the pulse and the core of who I am. It's the pulse and the core of who Mexico is. And it's really what makes everybody happy. It's happy hour. There is nothing more exciting than a margarita pitcher on a nice summer day. It defines summer. It defines everything. It even defines my moments when I know that I'm going to walk into a store where they tell me, there's really no space for your bottle because we already have every single big name in the planet. It's a world where, as women, we have to sit in the back seat, not the passenger seat, the back seat. Well, I'm not a good driver. If you know me, you don't want to drive with me. I decided to take that driver's seat, and I decided to run over everything that came my way. And sometimes, yes, I hit reverse maybe 3 or 4 times to make sure it was just dead. Unfortunately, it kind of tends to come back. Mount Everest is the mountain that every small business wants to climb. To me, it was Costco, and that's how they found us. We are in Costco. We're in 9 stores. And hopefully, I continue to climb that, and I continue to be the voice for a plant that mostly stays there silent for 8 years. So the next time you have a shot, think about us. Think about the empowerment that this plant has given the world and how it's been pretty much the staple of everything that we do. It's happy hour. It's what we look for every day after work. So I'd like to really thank everybody for taking the time to listen to me and my dear friend, the Agave. And this plant is about 6 months. So hopefully in 8 years, it'll be here in this shape with that afterlife. Thank you again.